Great job, that is correct. In-class friends, please give me a thumbs up if you received that answer.
Wait, what was it?
13,838. Great job. So Will, turn your book over to make sure you have that answer. If you did not,
I didn't finish.
so Will, so I want you to put that down right now. 13,838. Thank you, Mr. C. I just took over for you for a second. So now we're on problem 2 of the problem set, Mr. C.
I'm not even on one.
So write down the answer, please, Frank. The answer to 1 was 13,000.
I don't know what page it's on.
Problem set, lesson 17.
Okay.
Okay, lesson 17, number 1.
It's the wrong thing. So, is it this?
Lesson 17, problem set number 1. The answer is 13,838. Okay, Mr. C, I'll let you take over for the rest. Ava said she already did the problem set while we were at the fire drill. Great job, Ava. So just make sure that you're following along with us to make sure your answer is correct. So I'll let you take over there, Mr. C.
Thank you so kindly.
You're welcome.
So, are we using tape diagrams, class? Okay. Problem 2. Solve a single-step word problem using how many fewer? I know some of you were doing number 2. Have you finished? Have you finished number 2?
I just started.
Just started? Okay.
Alright, so when you read number 2? Oh.
So Will, you're working on number 2. If that is a distraction, that will have to be a different, you can't do that anymore. That's a distraction. Hannah's having internet problems. No problem.
Are you guys working together?
Oh, right now. So,
Make sure your partner has the answer.
for number 2.
Yes, you will have less than 5 minutes to complete number 2. Less than 5 minutes.
290,694.
who got 390,694?
Yeah, I got two. Yeah. I got two. Wait, what was the answer? Yeah, I got two. I got two.
Oh, it's much too chatty, and there's a lawnmower outside. Please raise your hand to speak. I'm taking away dojo points every single time you don't do it.
This is the answer Mr. Conway got. Jake, you said you got this answer. How many people in the class got this? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Genius. All right. Okay, we're gonna do this last one, which was not. Sorry, do number 4. We did 3 already. We did it? You sure? Okay. Okay.
We did this one together. The hip hop.
You said hip hop. What you say?
I said hip hop.
So quickly, let's do number 4.
I said hip hop. Oh no, please. And I'm proud to say hip hop.
Digital friends. Now number 4 is interesting. Number 4 is really interesting. You really need to use a tape diagram on this one. I'm telling you. Very good. But I'm so interested in the answer to number 4. This is when reading is critical. You should work with your team. Working with your team. You know, it's the 9th inning, 3 on deck, 2 outs, 3 balls, you're off the bat. Let's go. What's the count? Full count. See, thank you. Full count, let's go. Go up to the bat. This is interesting, right? I want to see who's going to get this. I'm excited. Listen, again, you're working with your team. Work with your team.
Oh wow, that is interesting. Wait, let me read it again. I don't understand.
See, tape diagram, trust me, class. Tape diagram is going to help you. When we're trying to win, we use tools and strategies to help us win. This is Oh man, I'm excited. I love it. Sir, you done?
I'm done.
What answer did you get? You're convinced? Are you close to your teammates?
I'm convinced that that's correct.
take an adult real quick. So, a copper wire was 240 meters long. After 60 meters was cut off, it was double the length of a steel wire. How much longer was the copper wire than the steel wire at first? Yes. So,
Alright, let's focus on math. Now you're getting a minus 2. Is it minus? Is this a practice? I heard. Yes!
so the copper wire, this is why the tape diagram will always be your friend. Class, I want you to say it together. Not that loud. My name's Zach. My name's Zach. I want you to say the tape diagram is my friend. Go ahead. So it says the copper wire was 240 meters long. After 60 meters was cut off. So basically, we're cutting off 60 meters, right? Right, class? So we're doing 240 minus 60. How much is that, class? 180. Now, after 60 meters was cut off, this is after, right? 240 meters minus 60 meters equals 180 meters, right? Right? We're reading the question. The tape diagram is what? Our friend. Tape diagram is our friend, digital people. After 60 meters was cut off, it was double the length of a steel wire. What did you just say?
I said 740. I said 360.
So, after it was cut off, it was double the length of the steel wire. So, this number, after it was cut off, this is it. It is double the length of the steel wire. So, how do we figure out what's double? How do we figure out what's double, class? We minus half of it, or we divide it in two. Excuse me, you two. You did not get the correct answer. You did not. You're busy talking. Excuse me. What did you just say?
I times it by 2, like the question said.
That's not what the question said. So you're busy talking and you're not hearing what I'm telling you. It said it was after it was cut off, right? After it was cut off.
Yeah, I minus it, and then
Excuse me. After it was cut off, this number is double the length of a steel wire. Tape diagram helps us see that. So now we have to take the it and divide it by 2.
What? It says times.
No, it says after the 60 meters was cut off, this number is double. This number is double the length of a steel wire.
I have.
So this becomes,
I'm so confused right now.
because you know why you're confused? Because you're rushing.
Yeah.
You're rushing. So now the steel wire is 90, correct? So now it's asking, how much longer was the copper wire than the steel wire at first? So at first, before this was cut off, are we listening, class? Before we cut the 60 off, it is saying how much longer was the copper wire than the steel wire at first. What was it at first? Excuse me, 240. We know the length of the steel wire. So then what do we do from here, class?
Still, please, that's just still. I don't know why you think this isn't.
We subtract 240. We subtract 90 from 240, excuse me. This is how much longer the copper wire is than the steel wire. Who has this answer? Who has this answer? You have this answer? You just filled it in.
No, I got the exact opposite of that. I got this. I got it.
Point is class, excuse me. The fact is no one got it. And the most important, excuse me, I am speaking. The most important thing about this is an example of the importance of using the tape diagram. It's 90. Digital friends, do we understand? Wait.
You're on mute.
Yes.
I just have to guess it. I don't know if I should do that. Okay.
What did you get?
I did 240 minus 60, which is 180, and then I did 240 minus 90, which was 126.
I'm sorry, say that again? Excuse me. I need zeros. I already have the lawnmower outside. I'm trying to understand. Repeat that, please.
I did 240 minus 60, which equals 180, and I did 240 minus 90, which got me 126. I didn't show that I got 90, but I did,
How did you get the 90?
I did 60 minus 180.
You did 60 minus 180? 60 minus 180 is not 90. 60 minus 180 is 120. Go ahead. But class, did you see the importance? Did you see how the tape diagram helped us? Did you see that, sir? Seriously. I said this question is really interesting. It is more than just looking at the numbers here and subtracting. The tape diagram, you saw the tape diagram help me answer the question? Can we agree? Okay, class. You be giving out homework. We're switching gears really quick to social studies. Put your math books away. Yes. Yes, we're going to share social studies. We have a few minutes. We're going to share what we learned. And then we are going to, we're going to take 10 minutes to share what we learned based on yesterday. Excuse me, I need everyone to put away their math books. I need everyone to pull out their social studies packets. Digital friends, we are switching over to social studies.
Put all these papers in my folder.
Great job, bro. All your papers go in your folder, yeah?
Yes, I need, sir,
All my papers are in my
SpongeBob,
Yeah.
please pick up the papers from the floor. Organization is key to success.
Yes, you were online.
I don't have my homework.
So, let me just think for a second.
You have your homework? No, this is my homework.
I will hand out No, not at all.
Class. Isaac, I'll give you a packet. We have an extra packet here for you, Isaac. Sorry, I made a mess, Lucy. Yes, Isaac was on my learner, not back. Perfect.
Do you remember, you have the leaks, correct? Okay. All right, class. So, everybody, what group had, what did Iroquois, what did they eat? Who had this? Who did the research on this? What group was that?
Me and Cardi. Oh, yeah.
You and Carter. Okay. You guys found information, you worked together, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to look at your notes, and I just want you to tell the class what you discovered. And we have the information here.
One second,
Yeah.
find my packet.
What were you doing this time when I was telling you to take out your package? You're doing what, I'm sorry?
Trying to I got confused, because last time you gave us one of those.
Yeah, the other one. Okay.
Yeah, that was that.
Excuse me. Sit down.
Just get up.
Now, are you just allowed to get up and throw things away? Is the coronavirus a real thing? Is the school paranoid about coronavirus? Yes. Am I paranoid about the coronavirus? Yes. So, we don't just get up and throw garbage away. We don't get up and just exchange things with other people. Correct? Yes, sir. What do you need? I will throw that out for you. Thank you for allowing me to service you. Appreciate you. What is this? Is this the schoolwork you just finished doing? Why are you throwing this away?
Oh, school folder? Oh my.
Listen, this should be these types of correct answers on it. You should look at that stuff in reference. I don't think we throw away schoolwork. Okay, my Iroquois researchers on what food they ate. Excuse me? Sir, stand up and tell me what did you discover. And this is what I want you to I want the whole class to turn to this page in the packet. And you can just take a few notes to the side. You can just write the word. And you can circle the word. Okay? Does everyone understand? Excuse me? Thumbs up. Does everyone understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Why anyone thumbs up? I don't understand. So, tell me, really quick, on your notes, what did you discover?
Nice and loud, Jake, so the online learners can hear you, buddy.
What I discovered is that,
What we discovered, your team.
we discovered
Mm-hmm.
that, the Iroquois,
Iroquois people. Mm-hmm.
Iroquois people, they eat like lots of vegetables. Like, they ate like, so some like, yeah, they ate lots of vegetables.
I want everyone, you can circle the word vegetables, you can go through. They eat vegetables, fruits, and nuts, and many different kinds of meat.
Yes.
That's what he's saying, so you can do that.
How can I find them?
And listen attentively. What else did you take in your notes? Carter, what else did you take in your notes?
I said that, I discovered that they eat lots of vegetables and women farm the fields.
Women farm the fields.
Yeah, and they have festivals,
Mm-hmm.
and the main,
What else did you take in your notes?
corn, beans, and squash are the main vegetable.
Is everyone circling this? So we know what they ate. They like vegetables, fruits, and nuts.
They were,
Different kinds of meat and fish. Women farm the fields. Women work hard in these societies, right? When we think of farming, normally we think of men farming, right? Men are strong, lifting things. But in this society, women did a lot. Women were leaders. Like we think men are leaders usually in our society. Women were very important leaders,
they
very
were
tough
called
people.
the Three Sisters.
I'm sorry?
They were called the Three Sisters.
What was called the Three Sisters? we learned what they ate.
They were
I'm sorry?
our supporters.
Yes. Also, one thing, let's also talk about they were hunters and travelers, and they carried pouches of powdered corn mixed with maple syrup.
I was just gonna say
That sounds like, doesn't that sound like pancakes?
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't it sound like pancakes? Yes.
It also says that some of the women Iroquois people, they had over 150 corn recipes.
Mmm. It's a lot you can do with some corn, right? I'm impressed. All right. Thank you, my historians. No problem. My online people, you guys took notes. Really quick, tell us what you learned. What you learned from the Iroquois people, my digital friends.
We were the religions and
Yes, you were. But we also have digital friends. You care to share what we learned? We're all at zeros. We're willing to listen, receive information, become educated. Don't be shy. I know you guys like to talk in class. This is your chance.
So Isaac, you were part of the online learner group yesterday.
Do you remember what you learned? We don't let you catch up unless you report. The belief group was
It was, no, it was Nico, me, and Dylan.
okay. So tell me, you guys took notes? You took some sentences?
I took notes. I think we do. I wanted to go first, then Nico, then Dylan. I took notes, but I didn't find notes.
Well, keep searching. The team needs you. So let's go. Give me some information.
The Iroquois believed in great spirits. They also believed that all of the natural stuff was carried by great spirits.
So they believed in great spirits.
That's weird. No.
Is it weird or is it just not? What we do, it seems weird to people. Great spirits. Okay, they practice different religion. They respected other religions. What else did we learn? So they like great spirits. So I want you to take these notes down, or you can circle where you feel. So I want you to turn to this page, and without people are teaching us, we're putting this down. We take down. You're just putting some words down. Great spirits. What else did you learn about them, my historians?
They believed in spirits of rain, trees, clouds, plants, and more.
They believe trees, plants had spirits.
Yeah.
Plants and trees have spirits. Interesting. Plants and trees have spirits. Okay. They believe in great, so a lot of things have spirits. But you only think people have spirits. They believe everything living has spirits. Really cool. What else did you learn?
The Iroquois had no special leaders like priests, ministers, and I don't know how to pronounce it, like rabbis or something.
So they didn't have leaders. So how we have priests and pastors and rabbis,
Yeah.
they did not have that. Does that seem a little weird, right? No? That doesn't seem weird to you?
They didn't have rabbits.
Okay.
I thought you meant to say rabbit.
Rabbis. Is there anything else? Do you remember anything, sir, that you learned? Excuse me.
Sorry, Ava's a little shy, I think, to speak out, but she's typing some things in the chat that she learned from Isaac's group.
They linked fur-lined moccasins in winter and coats they were. Okay, we'll get to that. They had the beliefs. I keep bugging you. I'm sorry. Sir, do you remember what you pulled any notes from yesterday? You don't recall? Okay, you can go read through, see if you find something.
I have this one last one. The spirits of rain, trees, plants, they were not worshipped as gods.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
The spirits of rain, trees, and more, they were not worshipped as gods.
The spirits were not worshipped as gods. So what were they worshipped as? So So they just appreciated them. They didn't worship them. Just saying. So they just appreciated great spirits. Thank you. That's interesting. Is everyone taking? Oh, go ahead.
I remember that they wear shoes from buffalo hide.
They wear shoes from buffalo hide. Yes, that's going to be in the next section. Tell me, what were the different roles? Who else had a different role? What else categories you had? What category did you have?
What is inside the longhouse and what does it look like?
So basically, we want to know, how did they live? How did they use the environment?
I'll start off first. I'll start off and Leah will finish off.
Okay.
So, we said the longhouse is 8 feet long and it is 13 feet wide. They also have food and wood stored in the longhouses.
Wow. Again, as everyone turn to this page and maybe underlines, taking notes. Go ahead.
We don't have the rest.
Go ahead, sir. So we learned how big. So the long houses were big places. You said they were 8 feet by 20 feet.
By 13 feet.
And I also see long houses were 15 to 20 feet high.
Yep.
So that's, again, they're using this stuff from the land. They didn't have buildings. I mean, they didn't have construction trucks and tools. They did all this by hand. 20 feet, that's about as high as this. Just from your hands and the tools they use. That's pretty cool when you think about it.
Yeah.
Correct? What else did we learn?
In the door there was food, barrels, and firewood.
There was firewood, so there was fire in the house?
Yeah.
There was fire in the house? What else did we learn?
At the end of the longhouse there was a storage area.
Okay. Food storage barrels and stacks of firewood. Very interesting, as you see in the pictures here. Yes, tell me.
It also said that each little storage room was separated by skin or bark.
So you see how they utilize the environment. Everything from outside they were able to take and put to use. We don't think about using animal skin to separate rooms, to help us store food.
That's why we have walls.
Yes, but what did we do before we had walls? What did we do before we had hammers and concrete and bricks? We had to utilize the environment, correct? And they did all this. They did this by hand. I'm sorry, sir?
Concrete is in the environment.
Yes, but when we think of concrete, we think about machines, we think about tools, we think about technology. They had to use different technology. Primitive.
When I finished the deck and we were laying concrete, we laid it by hand.
Yes, you laid by hand. Would you build your entire house from trees and animal skin? Would you live in such a
wish.
You may wish, but when hot, would you want to heat your house only by fire?
Yes.
And then you have all the soot in the house?
No.
Could we operate this building if there was a fire pit right here? Would that be safe?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
those are saying yes. I just know you're being difficult. I appreciate you.
A fire pit is, if it's,
I-
if it's
Okay.
a fire pit, then
Yes,
yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is, the way we have technology today, it is different than what they did yesterday or yesteryear.
What? Yesterday.
That's years ago, sorry, excuse me.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Mrs. Conway
Yes.
also said that there would be holes in the roof of the longhouse to let the smoke from the indoor fire pit get out. He was gonna say that.
He was gonna say that?
He was gonna say that.
He was gonna say that?
I did.
All right. So we learned a lot about the house, how they utilize the environment. That's really cool. Digital friends, do we have anything? That is all. You're on a roll. They were closed sold with Dearborn. Really cool. All right. What other we see what a longhouse looks like, and just imagine, this is as big as a football field. As long as a football field.
Really?
Yes.
Football, my God. I'm trying to find that. It says 8 feet long. 8 feet's not that long. Yeah, it is, but it's not that long.
Keep reading.
I couldn't find that in the whole packet.
Keep
Not
reading.
that.
So, how else did they utilize the environment? Who had this part? So tell me, in your loudest, proudest voice. Proudest voice. How did, give an example how they, besides the longhouse, besides how they built the house and how what they utilized for the house, how else did they use the environment? Again, they're teaching the class. The class wants to know. Hold on 1 second, sir. Let's let our research on how they use the environment, the other way they use the environment, speak. They wore shoes to protect their feet. Yes, what were these shoes called? We still wear them today. Actually, I think Miss Aura is wearing them right now. Or a version of them. Hold on. Can anyone take a guess besides the good sir here? Water?
Yes, sir.
1 second.
Slippers? Oh.
So close. What is it, sir?
That's what I was gonna say.
Slippers? No.
Moccasins?
Say it again.
Moccasins.
Moccasins.
Oh, I think the moccasin.
Yeah, so this we get this is a Native American word. Right?
Okay, now can I go back?
So, and if you've seen people wear stuff like this before. So everyone wore moccasins, which were strong, comfortable, and often decorated with special designs. They were made of one piece of deer skin.
Okay.
You okay?
Yes.
Okay. They were made of deer skin.
Can I go watch my what? You don't even know what you're saying?
You can go get water. Wait, hold on. Sit down. Use the bathroom. When he comes back, you can get water. That's more urgent. Yes, continue. Please tell me more.
Mr. Needle was made from bone skin.
I'm sorry, say again?
The needle was made from bone, from deer bone.
So they made needles. They sewed their shoes together from deer bone. That's pretty cool. That's how they use the environment. Would you use a deer bone and sew it today, or would you just use a nice steel needle that we have today?
Nice steel needle.
Right? It's called advancement.
Oh wait, that's a little bit from now. They've been playing forever. They would use deer feet to stretch out their clothes or something like that.
Deer feet to stretch out their clothes?
Yeah.
You read that?
No, I just remember from this movie. They use deer feet to sew stuff and all that stuff. Stretch stuff out. That's
Interesting. What else have you learned? Well, how else have you used the environment? What shoes were good in the winter? Did you read this? Please tell me.
I
Hold
think
on.
the snowshoes were invented by wasn't invented by Indians. Snowshoes. You know the Indian boys.
Say that last part again.
It was invented by Indians. It was an Indian invention.
The Native Americans, yes. So it was invented. How did they wore special kind of shoes in the wintertime. So basically they had fur-lined moccasins, so they utilized the animal, put their fur in real quick, put inside the shoes. What else did you learn? You were part of the research team for this.
Yeah.
What else did you take?
They wore these special shoes, like tennis rackets.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they have no other shoes to, I mean, it's like a type of snowshoe for them.
Yes, so if you look at these snowshoes, they were made from pieces of hickory wood, and they're also made of deer leather or deer skin. This is how they went, so they didn't have boots. They didn't have really cool Timberlands, if you will. I say that as a New Yorker. They used the animal, all parts of the animal. They ate the animal and then they used other parts of it.
Wow, that's cool.
That is really cool. Do you want to wear shoes made from deer?
Yes.
Wait, do you want to make the shoes from deer?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So you,
I would be a little grandma.
so you willing to cut the animal, let it bleed, take the thing, and do all the process? That's what you're saying?
Yes, I would like to see that.
Okay.
I would love to see that.
Cool.
Come on.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Excuse me.
The shoes for Mary Princess, 3 feet long and 16 inches wide.
How long were they again? I'm sorry.
3 feet long and 16 inches wide.
So their shoes were how long?
3 feet and 16 inches wide. 3 feet and 16 inches wide.
So their shoes were 3 feet.
That's how big the shoes were? Yeah. So
This is 3 feet. Their shoes were 3 feet long and 8 what?
16 inches.
16 inches wide.
Yes.
So they're this wide and this long.
Whoa.
Are we going to
Wait, what side are we looking at?
Wait, you're calling out again, honey. Oh,
This is the length of the shoe,
Shaquille O'Neal wears
right?
it.
This is the length of the shoe,
I really feel bad for that piece over there.
and this is how wide the shoe is.
Jesus Lord. I also wanted to share a fact with the class.
Yes.
Did you know that a musk ox brain juice is edible and you can use it for lotion?
You said ox brain?
Musk ox brain juice? Okay, now I would never do that.
Pretty interesting. So class, this is what we're going to do for social studies tomorrow. Excuse me. I need a 0.
Oh no.
I need a 0. Why are you yelling like that? Why? Excuse me? So tomorrow, I'm going to hand you should take this home, look this over. When we do social studies tomorrow, I want you to write a minimum of 5 sentences of what you learned.
Wait, today?
I said tomorrow. Class, let's say that together, really low. See, I need maturity. I just said I don't need it to be that loud, right? That's what I just said.
I was yawning.
Whatever. What I'm asking for.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about what we read. You're going to have a rubric. It's going to tell you what I want from you, what I expect from your writing. Okay? You're going to take this packet home. And that's all your homework is. You're going to just go over it and read it. We have an online social emotional learning program. So social studies is over. But again, everybody, we're taking this home. We're looking it over. I don't want to hear it tomorrow. I don't have it. I don't know what to do. You don't worry, you'll have something.
look in your index folder, you have to have it, because you didn't take it, no one asked you to take it home yesterday, so you must have it, buddy.
And we're going to talk about, you're going to write at least 5 sentences. Do you see how thick your packet is? There's so much information. A minimum of 5 quality sentences.
How about 2 paragraphs?
Oh, please, the more the merrier. Yes.
Can you write 5 sentences on each category or just one category?
There's so much information. I want you to use good examples. I want you to, the more categories, the better for you. But I want to know what you learned, how they use the environment, what their beliefs were. The more you tell me, the better the grade.
How about we get based on how much we wrote for our grade?
I'm sorry?
We get based on how much we wrote for our grade.
You will see what I'm looking for. Okay? Yes.
Do we write more than 5 sentences if we
Yes. When I said minimum, this is what Miss Moore is asking for. Every time you write something, we're 4th graders. We're trying to prepare for 5th grade. In 5th grade, they do more writing. Correct, Miss Moore?
A lot more.
So, we are writing. We are writers. Writers change the world. Every movie you watch, somebody wrote it. Every comic book you read, somebody wrote it. Your favorite show, somebody wrote it. Writers change the world. If you're going to be writers, you change the world.
So like Stephen King?
All right, Miss
Exactly.
Rico's connecting, so please make sure your desks are clear. We might have some speaker problems. Let's see if we can hear Miss Rico this week. Hi, Miss Rico, can you hear us?
Let's go in class, you can practice.
No. We have IT coming in next week, Miss Rico. Next week we have IT coming in to help us with our speaker.